Hello and welcome to another week of Gibbo's Tips. Thanks for joining us. Rough old week last week to finish a 4-week winning streak. The old heavy 10 at Beaudesert, which unfortunately got called off, and we probably got half the price of what we were hoping. So I'm hoping some of the punters didn't actually fall into those crazy prices. That's sort of why we put up that rough price guide to get somewhere near that to be the right price anyway for us. This week we've got a drawing track, rails out. I'd expect it to play sort of to the first half of the field. I don't think it'd exactly be a bias. I just think that's what happens when rails go out this sort of distance. As I said, drying weather. I think the surface will be fine. No issue there. It looks beautiful here this morning. Big fields. Again, it's just what prices these come up. Unfortunately, we haven't got prices as I do this. I do my very best to give you some type of guides. They just sort of have to bear with me and hope we're somewhere around what they go up. Race 1, number 9, Faith and Love, has accepted in 2 races, but this looks a suitable race. It looks weaker than the other one that it's in. Look, 12 Start Maiden, don't usually tip them. It's not something I like doing, but it is a first full prep with the Edmonds camp, and I just like the second trial this time in. Off that trial, I'm sure they'll take a sit here, probably sit behind the leader. I think Magic Amelia is the hardest to beat, will go forward, lightweight, hard to run down. I think Faith and Love could possibly grab its back and be too strong late. So again, around the $3 or $4 mark is what I'd be looking for a 12 Start Maiden. I wouldn't want to be taking any shorter than that, but looks well placed. Now, race 2, number 4, I mentioned Luna Light. I've actually taken the 20 to 1 in the race in Brisbane, so I'm sort of hoping it goes there. But if it does run here, scratches and runs at the Gold Coast, it is a very suitable race. 1200 comes out of a listed race. Look, she ran last in that, which is wide the trip, just putting a line through that. And the start before that was unlucky, probably should have gone very close in the midweeks in Brisbane. So obviously it's hard to back horses coming off a last, but again, I'm just being forgiving, and similar to the first horse, around the $4 mark I sort of want coming off that run, but does look well placed if she runs there. Race 8, number 1, Arthur in Charge, also in at Brisbane. Just a bit concerned at what price they put up here. I think he's really well placed. He draws well and in a suitable race. But as I said, with this rail out, they might race tight. My little issue is he could be 4 pairs back the fence, and I don't want to be on a horse at odds on if that's what they go up him. But again, if it's twice that, if you can get $3.50, $4, I think he's worth the risk, because he's the best horse in the race, there's no doubt in the world. But yeah, just that racing pattern when they might race tight is a little issue for me. If they want to go up short, we'll leave him alone. And race 9, number 3, Super Contender. These are the best races every week, these class 1s. We did say the race he come out of the other week, there'll be 4 or 5 winners coming out of it. I'm happy to back that up and stick with him here. He's got the bad gate, but he's got tactical speed. He's got Collis on. He's still the smartest between the ears that we've got at the Gold Coast. And look, I think he'll go forward. He'll either sit outside leader, but there is a little bit of speed underneath, which means he might even be able to find a 1 out, 1 back spot, which wouldn't surprise you with Collis. And I just think he'll nurse as long as he can here, let the horse show its good turn of foot, and be the one that I have to run down. The top weight Titanium obviously goes particularly well in a good yard as well. So respecting that, I just think Super Contender maps better and will be the one that I have to run down. So if we can get anywhere around sort of $3 or a bit over, I think he's a good way to finish the day. He could be probably the best bet of the day, Super Contender. So good luck, fingers crossed. Thanks for joining us, and have a great weekend, whatever you get up to. See you again next week.